Hapa tuko different people. Hapa tuko na bunge la wananchi, tuko na familia na tuko na Sonko Rescue Team. Si ndio tunachukua hii maneno. So tutaanza na bunge la wananchi, alafu tutaenda kwa familia, alafu tumalizie na mtu wa Sonko Rescue Team. Sawa sawa? Thank you very much, members of the press, for honoring our invitation here today. My name is Edward Githaiga, President Bunge la Wananchi. As you all know, Bunge la Wananchi fights for the rights of the common man in Kenya, and to ensure that anywhere where the common man is facing injustice or his rights are deprived, we are always there to ensure that their rights are called for. We as Bunge la Wananchi, on the 9th of September, we took a petition to Parliament and the Senate. This is the National Assembly and the Senate. And in this petition, we were asking them to urgently address the plight of our women in Saudi Arabia, because it has become a trend of late, and not just of late, for the last almost 10 years. Our women have been tortured, enslaved, raped, and sexually abused in Saudi Arabia. Our young sisters leave this country in search of greener pastures because they know very well that in Kenya there is no employment. So when they go there, they go with hope of the entire family. But it's very unfortunate that quite a number, have ended up losing their lives, have ended up being sexually abused, have ended up being tortured, have ended up seeing things that they did not expect in a foreign country. Yes. And that is why we as Bunge la Wananchi have also gone to the Ombudsman. We have also gone to the National Employment Authority. We have also gone to Central Organization of Trade Unions run by KOTU. Especially the trade union, we are asking Mr. Atwoli, kindly. You've been in the governing council of the International Labour Organization for some time now, and there is a ratification that needs to be done in the country, in the ILO Article 189, which needs to be ratified in Kenya. Yes. And that ratification or that article was passed in the year 2012. And this was the year that domestic workers were internationally recognized as workers, as any workers. Yes. So we thank you for recently, we've seen you come into the media, but we are saying you as the ILO representative in the governing body of Kenya, you need to do much more. And we are calling for a meeting with you so that we can look into this matter. We are also calling on the Director of Immigration. We need to know how many Kenyans have left this country for Saudi Arabia. We do not want to hear that our people are suffering in those countries and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Immigration don't even have an idea or a clue where they are and who they are. Yes. And because we are the ones who voted in the government of the day, the government led by Our Excellency William Samoei Ruto and his Deputy President Gachagua, we are supporting the government in every initiative that it is currently taking. Because the governments before have failed, because the deaths have continued on and on and on, we have hope that the bottom-up government will make a change to this. Yes. And that is why we as Bunge la Wananchi also take time to recognize non-governmental organizations such as the Sonko Rescue Team. Yes. As you have all seen, Governor Sonko and his rescue team, led by my brother here, have gone out of their way to ensure the body of Margaret is repatriated back to Kenya. Yes. And you know the body has been in the mortuary or in Saudi Arabia for over 6 months. Yes. Without anybody to support the family. This is a very humble family that comes from Kibra. They cannot afford anything. The brother is here, the family members are here, and they are very distraught. We are also calling on His Excellency the President to see fit how he can support this family. And not just this family, and the many other families we've seen. Especially noting by trend, we have realized that a lot of these young girls who are dying are from Mount Kenya region. Yes. Every week we are hearing there is a Wairimo, Wangeshi, Wangare. This week it is Ruguru'S who has been brought in a body bag. We are asking the government of Kenya to do something about it. Lastly, we saw last week the agents going and in the media and claiming, and we need these agents investigated, and claiming that our girls are being raped, killed, tortured and enslaved because wako na joto kwa mwili. Ati wanafanya abortion. Yani agents balamujali, hata sasa sioni agent hata mmoja hapa. Hata ule ambao the one who gave the job to Ruguru'S is not even here. But you can team up there in town and call the media and claim that our girls have heat in their body and they are the ones going into prostitution. We are calling on the national government led by the new DCIO to investigate these agents with immediate effect. Yes. We as Bunge la Wananchi will provide the necessary intelligence on these agents. Yes. We have their numbers, we know where their offices are. Yes. Even those ones who came on TV, they need to be investigated. Yes. We are not saying all agents are bad, but we also know some of these agents are working as proxies for Arab people who are illegally running agencies in Kenya. They are hiding behind the scenes. They target young looking beautiful women and cheat them that they are taking them to Saudi Arabia for good jobs. But when they get there, they are taken to a holding house where they are sold on to the best bidder, like it was 400 years ago of slavery. It is slowly creeping in back through these agencies. Therefore, we as Bunge la Wananchi say enough is it? Enough. Enough is it? Enough. All agents need to be stopped, and we are going to court and we've petitioned the parliament and the Senate to put a hold to all licenses. And we are giving a warning to the National Employment Authority, NEA, who licenses these people. We know a lot of money has been circulating in those offices at the expense of our children. We also want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have nothing against the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In fact, us as Kenyans, we are very happy that a lot of Kenyans have benefited from the employment that they get in Saudi Arabia. But those few people who are spoiling the name of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mr. Ambassador, we are asking you to join hands with us, with the Kenya government, and implement the international treaties that protect domestic workers. Yes. Because the workers who are working in the airports, in the hotel industries, and in construction industry in Saudi Arabia are not suffering. But those working in domestic jobs are the ones who are suffering the most. So we are saying this needs a multilateral approach, bipartisan approach to ensure that we stop this. We bring this to an end. Thank you very much. I would like to give an opportunity to the family member. He can come and stand here where I am so that he's a brother and he can introduce himself.